Reacting to the news of the fatal shooting, US Vice President J.D. Vance took to X. Let's read that out for you. He said this: "I was in a meeting in the West Wing when those group chats started lighting up with people telling Charlie they were praying for him. And that's how I learned the news that my friend had been shot. I prayed a lot over the next hour as first good news and then bad trickled in. God didn't answer those prayers. And that's okay. He had other plans, and now that Charlie is in heaven, I'll ask him to talk to the big man directly on behalf of his family, his friends, and the country he loves so dearly. You ran a good race, my friend." Let's go live now to Barry Donadio, a former Secret Service agent who joins me now from Washington. Thank you so much for your time, Barry. First of all, the President, Donald Trump, has said that this is a dark moment for America. What's your reaction?
Yeah, thanks for having me on today. We haven't seen this since the JFK assassination on live TV, basically, in broad daylight, in front of 1,000 people. A man was murdered gruesomely. And those that have seen the unedited video probably aren't sleeping very well today over this. This isn't something America is used to. Usually we hear of somebody dying and it's just a news flash, but this was just right in the face of everybody. And this also has gotten both sides of the political aisle to finally agree on something. Unfortunately, it took the death of a young man for all of us to agree that this is wrong. This isn't what America's about. Nobody wants political violence. Whether you like him or not, nobody agrees that this is what they wanted.
Barry, it's been called a political assassination. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%, absolutely. This gentleman is known for having charged conversations, debates at college campuses, quite entertaining. But what also he's known for is giving both sides the equal opportunity to debate fairly in an open dialogue.
Barry, let's drill down into the information that we know so far. So a single shot fired from roughly 200 yards. As a former Secret Service man, what does this tell you about the likely level of preparedness, intent of this situation?
Well, I do see his private security detail. They do look very professional. From what I've seen, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They got him out of there and into a vehicle, and they raced off to a hospital that was only 5 minutes away. There were local police officers in the crowd, but we also have to remember he's not a president. He's being protected as a private citizen. Typically, if somebody is just speaking on a stage, they're not going to be covering the roofs with snipers, for instance, like as we would with a president. This is just an open-air event, almost like a concert, if you will. So security isn't going to be what you would expect even at an airport or around a president. But he's lucky he had the protective detail he did. He had everything in place for his survival. I thought they did a good job for the situation that they had at hand. And unfortunately, he expired.
Barry, do you think moving forward that security arrangements around political figures, political speakers, should be changed?
I own a private security and investigation firm. We protect high-risk clients and politicians and people just like Mr. Kirk. Cost is always a big issue when it comes to private security. We're not the government. So if the government's protecting somebody, they have a huge budget. But when it comes to celebrities or small level celebrities, nobody wants to spend a lot of money on security. So it's always a problem getting a lot of people to cover certain things and then getting a client to pay for it. And Mr. Kirk would be responsible for paying for that security right out of his own pocket. And if you do what he's been doing for a long time, a few years, and nothing goes by that happens, it's hard sometimes for a client to rationalize paying thousands and thousands of dollars for security, especially when nothing ever happens, I should say, until we see this, what we have here, where the extreme happened. and then we say, well, there wasn't enough security.
Barry, just to wrap, the shooter hasn't been apprehended as yet, but do talk to us about the immediate investigations and the priorities that will take over an event like this.
Yeah, so the initial scene right at the shooting was ultimate chaos. And I think originally they had picked up a suspect. He was literally an old man. I don't know what was going on, but he said to the police that he did it. I heard a police officer on a video saying he said that he did it, but the officer also said, but I don't know. They did not find a weapon at that time. I understand he was later released, but charged with obstructing justice. In the initial chaos with over 1,000 people running at the direction, which what we believe is where the shooter may have been, it was just too hard to find this person. I don't think anything was seen immediately. I would imagine right now they're scurrying over the videos and all the evidence. They may have already found a firearm at this point, and it's just a matter of time now before they find this person, if they're even still at large or if they're barricaded somewhere. But I would more reasonably believe that they are going to find this person. It's just a matter of time.
OK, we'll leave it there. Barry Donadio, former Secret Service agent. Thank you.
Thank you.